south. But first, with an update of what's going on in the mid-Atlantic and the northeastern U.S. is a complicated storm system. Let's check in with our winter weather expert, Paul Kosin. Paul?
Well, it's complicated right now, Melissa, because we've got low pressure in the Ohio Valley or Tennessee Valley and a new low that's now developing right near Norfolk, Virginia. So the complex elements, or what it means, is actually snow continuing at least the next couple of hours in Washington. It's going to be heavy. But then we've got a real dilemma in terms of whether or not the snow actually ends or whether it rephases or reforms when new energy coming up from the southwest reignites it and really helps the snow get going across the mid-Atlantic states and southern New England. So that's going to be the challenge. The easier part of the forecast is that storm system we know is going to be redeveloping, moving off towards the northeast, and we're going to see the snow spreading this evening all the way across Philadelphia into New York. It's snowing in Philadelphia now. New York, you will see your snow begin within the next hour to two. In Boston, you'll see your snow developing by later this afternoon and this evening. Snow will be getting heavy in this area as we get towards later in the evening. And we've also experienced some significant freezing rain in portions of western North Carolina and southwestern Virginia. But that's coming to an end, at least briefly, as this edge moves towards the east and this precipitation starts to come back towards the northeast. The storm system itself is developing on a very strong temperature, a front actually, that's right now across the Carolinas, and it's separating temperatures that are between, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s and 70s on one side of the front, temperatures only in the 30s on the other side of the front. So a 30 to 35 degree temperature change, basically producing this frontal zone. That's going to be the zone in which the surface low redevelops and moves off towards the northeast, and as Melissa will tell you a little later, is associated with some severe weather. Snowfall accumulations we'll see in the northeast, generally 3 to 6 inches as we're seeing right now for the major cities from Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. Difficult driving conditions right now, slushy roads in and around Washington and Baltimore. We'll see those road conditions deteriorate as we get towards late afternoon and the evening, especially after the sun goes down across southern New England tonight. So roads will be definitely on the icy and slushy side. So if you're in these areas, it's probably best to stay put this evening. What we're seeing right now in the Washington area is, again, that western edge, very noticeable coming in from the west, but it's also sharpening up between an area of just light snow to the west of this line and heavy snow now being reported across much of central Virginia, Maryland, moving up towards the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Down across southeastern Virginia, that's where we're seeing mostly rain, and Richmond is in the mixed precipitation mode right now after receiving several hours of heavy snow. For the New York City metropolitan area, we're still watching the significant snow develop across portions of New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania. Still a fairly disorganized area, but that snowfall will be coming in within the next couple of hours, and we'll see that snow continuing through the evening as well as later through southern New England later this evening as well. So we'll be following it through the rest of the afternoon. Colin Marquis will be taking it up at 1. Now let's go to Melissa.
Thanks a lot, Paul, winter weather expert. As we take a look here across the south, that contrast that Paul was showing you between the temperatures is causing problems with severe weather across the deep south. In fact, across parts of Alabama here, we do still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Wilcox County, and also a new severe thunderstorm coming out of Greene County, Mississippi. Storms are racing to the east-northeast at about 55 to 65 miles an hour. If you're in the area, take shelter immediately. They are producing heavy rain.
If you have dry, painful, cracked skin, I recommend a serious product with a unique name, Zim's Crack Cream. Developed by a pharmacist, Zim's Crack Cream's herbal formula moisturizes and softens even cracked, thick, and painful skin. Zim's Crack Cream isn't just an ordinary skin product, so look for it in the first aid section. Zim's Crack Cream for dry, cracked skin. It's the serious product with the unique name.
Find Zim's Crack Cream in the first aid department at these retailers.
Or satellite provider. You can also